water. We're back for the Daily Dose. Susan sipping. My name's Robert. We're fired up right now, and I got something for us. In 2004, I believe, Jon Stewart, one of my favorite media critics / comics, used to be Daily Show, now The Problem with Jon Stewart, went on a then very popular CNN show called Crossfire. Are you familiar with this exchange? Tucker Carlson and lesser known former Clinton aide, I can't remember his name. He goes on and he eviscerates them, is credited to this day with basically getting the show canceled for saying you're hurting America with the way you are displaying what you're displaying. Okay, that they put it forward as honest debate, and he said it's not honest debate. You are putting people on opposite ends and having them speak the polar sides and leaving everybody in the middle with reasonable disagreement out because you're saying it's this or this. Okay. So we have in previous episodes of People Sing, the last two we've done today, and we record these sometimes in series, that's where we are today, gotten to the point where we see things differently twice in a row. And I'm right again, the last episode, you even framed it with, what do you think about right and wrong? And it led to this particular issue that we're opposite on. I thought I'd called it, and so anyway, talk to me about the Jon Stewart thing, first of all, your familiarity with it and how it applies to our conversation about right and wrong.
I'm not specifically familiar with him having said that, but you explained it really well, and I understand it. I also have a friend who did the same thing with a person from the opposite side of the political spectrum, two best friends, lawyers in my hometown, and they had a wildly successful television show for a long time. I guess I'm so connected with that gigantic place in the middle, and the way that I go through life is so much more about shades of gray than it is, black or white, that I don't know what the question is again. I don't know how to finish.
Shades of Gray says almost all I think that needs to be said about it. Let me yes and it by saying it's not about having different points of view, right? This is where I'm trying to get, and I want to see if I can clarify this even further, Dave. You and I can have different points of view and not need to convince either one of the others that is right. Let's go back to the Brene Brown. It's unfamiliar what you're expressing to me. It doesn't make sense. I believe you. Okay. That's the respectful reply that I want you to have for both our, both of the things that we've come to, both the dosing conversation and the looking off and being in your head or not. It's unfamiliar to me. I believe you. I don't need to be convinced, though.
Robert, I'm looking for a both and.
Okay.
Huge difference. I'm not trying to convince you of my perspective in either one of those subjects.
Okay.
I have not ever felt that you felt the potential for the both part of it, that it was so clear to you with the looking off from 20 something years of experience doing improv and teaching improv, that was the reason behind it. If my personal experience is different than that, I don't doubt that you're right. That is going on lots of the time. I also think because I feel it inside of me, that there's a different thing going on. It's not the fact that I know that is my experience doesn't mean that other experiences and reasons why that happens aren't also true.
How is that different, what you just said, than what I said, though? Because I didn't deny anything you said. I just clearly said, I believe you. It is both and. I just offered that to you.
In the context of the letter, the context of my trying to express myself in a letter, that's the framework I thought we were talking about. If we were talking about the other issue, the improv game, look off to the side, that I haven't felt that.
Did you hear me say it just now, 2 minutes ago?
I thought you were talking about the letter. The
Well, I'm going
letter.
to say it clearly to you right now so you do hear it. When it
Okay.
comes to looking off to the side,
Mhm.
and my belief that that is a matter of looking into your head, and your belief that it's something else, I hear you.
Okay.
I'm not familiar with it. And I believe you that what you feel is truthfully different to you. Do you hear me?
Yes, I do.
I love you and
Mhm.
I believe you, even if I don't get it.
Mhm.
I need you to, the I believe you part is so important in that, I think. I need you to hear I believe you, because I don't want to go round on this with you.
No, no. I mean, I'm not trying to win at all.
Thank you. That,
But
that that's
I felt
extremely
denied.
important to me. And I'm exposing something here, I think, within this, and to get a wrap. Um, the fight to be right thing is a hot button for me. I dislike it inordinately. It's why I live the way I do and why I teach the way I do.
Well, I am glad we talked about it
Me
because
too.
I had not felt that. And I perhaps the, real deep inner stuff comes out, and I got stopped at that. Maybe the energy behind, like essentially, we're not going to have this conversation. you know, my position, and it sort of felt like all or nothing. I know you better. You're not an all or nothing kind of guy. So
No,
I am glad we talked about it, and I will hear it differently in the future.
that's your daily dose. Thank